Hi everyone, this is Rebecca Geeky Girl. Thank you for watching and Happy New Year! I hope you all had a blast for New Year's Eve. First knows I did. And let's welcome 2018 with another video. This time I'm not going to rant about the Last Jedi or what the fuck they did to Luke Skywalker. Instead, I want to focus on Han Solo.
But they're gonna kill her!
Better her than me.
Han Solo is an amazing character. I've been watching the original trilogy and I realized one of the strongest points is the character development of the main cast and even Darth Vader. But in Han's case it's very easy to see. In A New Hope, he's just a loner, he's selfish, he's a scoundrel. But his character arc, the transformation he undergoes during the 3 movies is just amazing because it takes him from a self-centered loner to an unselfish person who willingly risks his life for the good of the galaxy. So at first, in A New Hope, we know that both Han and Luke are pretty brave. So he's not lacking courage. But we also know that Han's first priority is Hans.
Look, I ain't in this for your revolution, and I'm not in it for you, princess. I expect to be well paid. I'm in it for the money.
Everything else comes second or even third. So, for example, in the famous scene in the canteen, Han Solo shoots first.
Tell Jabba.
Over my dead body. I bet you have.
Han Solo shoots first. We also know that his main motivation is money.
She's rich.
Rich?
Listen, if you were to rescue her, the reward would be...
What?
Everything he does is because he needs the money to pay off Jabba, so he will call off the bounty hunters.
General, I gotta leave. I can't stay anymore in my head. If I don't pay off Jabba the Hutt, I'm a dead man.
He doesn't rescue Leia because it's the right thing to do. He's willing to rescue Leia after Luke reminds him that Leia is rich, that she's a princess and she has a lot of money.
Well, more wealth than you can imagine.
I don't know. I can imagine quite a bit.
So he'll get very, very, very rich. And even though at the end of The New Hope he has a change of heart, he comes back and he helps Luke to blow up the Death Star.
Yahoo! You're all clear, kid. Now let's blow this thing and go home.
We know he's still not there. But then 3 years later in Empire Strikes Back, he's a full member of the rebellion.
You're a good fighter, Solo. I hate to lose you.
He's still worried because Jabba is still after him, so he's about to leave. But we also can see that he really doesn't want to leave Leia and Luke.
You know where Commander Skywalker is? I haven't seen him.
He cares for them. He's grown to care for them even more than he does care about himself, which is a huge step for someone like Han Solo.
Hang on, kid.
This may smell bad.
Come on, that's it.
And even so, we also sense that he is with the rebellion, maybe more because he's attached to some people instead of because it's the right thing to do. But at the end of the Return of the Jedi, Han Solo lends his beloved ship to Lando.
I got your promise. Not a scratch.
And he's willing to risk his life to do the right things.
I wonder who they found to pull that off.
General Solo.
So he's come from being a scoundrel. He looks out for his interests and everybody else's well-being comes second. And he's become this selfless hero. He's a very good friend to Luke.
Just stick close to Chewie and Lando. I'm taking care of everything.
Oh, great.
He's a very good partner to Leia.
Hold me.
And we know that he's become, you know, the best version of Han Solo. This is the Han Solo we all knew he could be when we watched A New Hope. But then we go to The Force Awakens. And what happens there? Well, Han Solo and Leia are divorced.
Same jacket.
Ben complains.
And Han Solo, you feel like he's the father you never had. He would have disappointed you.
Not only abandoned his son when he lost Ben to Darkseid,
If Luke couldn't reach him, how could I?
he also abandons Leia, and he also abandons his principles, his values. So he goes back to being that scoundrel that we met in A New Hope. He even says so to Leia. When Ben fell to Darkseid, they all went back to what they did best. But I think this is a terrible disservice to the character, and is in a way Disney has killed Han Solo, because Disney, The Force Awakens, redeemed all the character development he went through completely worthless, completely meaningless. It doesn't mean a thing anymore. So when I'm watching A New Hope and I'm rooting for Luke Skywalker, but I'm saying, come on Han, you have to show up, say today. And we go to The Empire Strikes Back and we see how much he's grown. We see that he's over heels for Leia. And then we finish with Return of the Jedi, and we see that even though he's jealous of Leia because he thinks there is something going on between Leia and Luke, he's still willing to do the right thing.
You love him, don't you?
Yes.
All right. I understand. When he comes back, I won't get in the way.
So it's not longer his attachment to Luke and Leia, to his friends, that makes him part of the rebellion, but now he's fighting for the greater good. He's fighting for freedom. He's fighting for the good of the galaxy. And that's such an amazing character arc for Han. You know, I say it's even better than Luke's. And now in The Force Awakens, which I'll say is a movie that I enjoyed when I watched it. Later on, I came to see that it had a very weak plot, and it was basically a reboot of A New Hope. I enjoyed it. It just hit me today when I finished watching the original trilogy that Disney had killed Han Solo. And not because Ben actually killed him, but because they killed all the character development he went through during the original Star Wars. And they basically brought back A New Hope's Han. I won't say it's completely out of character for him the way he acted in The Force Awakens, but I will say that he deserved better, much like Luke did. And if Disney was gonna bring back the original cast, I think they should have done it in a different way. They should have shown more respect. I know it can't be all perfect. I know real life is tricky. I know obviously they sort of changed because it's been 30 years, but the way they redeem all his character arc, worthless, completely worthless. They just threw it away and they gave us back A New Hope's Han, and for me that's painful because I was so proud of Han Solo, you know, at the end of the Return of the Jedi, and now it all means nothing. So yes, please let me know if you agree with Han's portrayal, and please give a like and share the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.